I got the endorsement of Willie Nelson. Yeah. Willie has a great idea that I'd like to really make the Ag Office expand. And the idea is farmers' co-ops of alternative fuels sold along all the highways and truck stops of Texas, with Willie as a spokesman. And you know, Willie and Neil Young, both for the past 12 years have used nothing but biodiesel in their tour buses all across America. And the stuff works, it's better for the environment, and it never spikes, and it gives the farmers real work. Let me just say that I ran in the Democratic primary for governor because I couldn't afford to be a Republican. No, I'm kidding. I ran because the Democratic Party historically, to me, has had a populist mode, a great one. And all of my heroes are Democrats. My heroes have always been Democrats. And I'm talking about people that stood up for the people against special interests and against big corporations. And these are people like Barbara Jordan, people like Ann Richards, Molly Adams, that group right there, Ralph Yarber, Sam Rayburn. The government has just got to be more responsible and responsive to the people of Texas. That's why we've got to throw these guys out. And as you know, it's been, what, 17 years since we have had a Democrat elected to any position statewide. So the last man of the people that we had wasn't even a man at all. It was Ann Richards. And, otherwise, I'm looking at the governors, and there really are stupid white men. Rich stupid white men, for the most part. And Ann is the exception. Ann excited the grassroots. Ann today would have gotten the independents into this. Kinky, you're forcing me to be a Democrat. I said, no, sir. I'm not forcing you to be a Democrat. I'm allowing you to be a Texan.
All right.
Thank you. You're not bound by the legislature like the governor is. So you can do some of these ideas. And he gave me an example, farmers markets. He said that he started that in 1982. And when he did, the Dallas Morning News and all the newspapers editorialized that he was going to bankrupt all the taxpayers, that this was ridiculous, expensive money, that urban people would never buy from poor subsistence farmers and from little farms. They wanted clean food from big corporations. That was the deal then, in the supermarket. Well, the result now, as you may know, there's over 100 farmers markets in Texas alone. If you've been to the one, I've seen the one in Austin, it's about 900 city blocks long, and the thing is very successful. You know, when Hightower was ag commissioner, he was a voice for a lot of people who didn't have one. And he was actually, I remember him as being kind of the spokesman for the Democrats back then.
Mr. Friedman, a fellow candidate who, she just lost her race by 200 votes, Lisa Marie Capoletta, ran for city council. About a year and a half ago, she initiated an organization to stop microchipping, mandatory microchipping in the city. And it's my understanding that we are the first city in the nation that has ever overturned microchipping, mandatory microchipping. What would be your stance as far as microchipping?
We can't, it's got to go. I mean, we cannot do it. You know, microchipping, that's something we can really fight. That's something we can fight. And in order to fight it, you've got to be able to rally the people to realize what the hell it is, which is, if an old man has a horse and he wants to ride to his neighbor's ranch, he's got to microchip the horse. But if a big Tyson chicken company only has to microchip one chicken, that's the way it's set up. And we've got enough bureaucracy and red tape in the world already.
Is there some kind of incentive that you can have something to do with people that own land that could be used for farming and for to help you and to help us have more food in Texas? And is there some kind of deal that you could work out so the owner would get something that's not selling his property to big developers, and the people get something to work on, and more jobs are created?
Well, I think there definitely is. I think that the first thing is, that has never been done in Texas in the past 10 years, is to appoint some people that give a damn about it, like yourself, okay? If you appointed someone like that, I mean, you would not have what we have with Rick Perry, which is he micromanages boards of regents. He fires, he fired the 2 regents at Tech because they were voting for Kay Bailey Hutchison. He, even worse, took the forensic scientist off the panel that was investigating what happened in 2004 when we executed a legally innocent man, Todd Willingham, the arson case out of Corsicana. He's Mickey Mouse micromanaging these things. And the job really is to appoint good people. Let's say you're an expert in this, if you were, that have integrity. Appoint those people.